Hey everybody, this is Dan Phelps with Learning to Smoke, and today I'm making a skillet chocolate chip cookie with Cowboy charcoal, and I'm gonna mix it up today because we're gonna use a gas grill, but we're gonna add some smoke flavor to it by using some wood chips, some pecan wood chips. So follow along. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is start the grill. Simply just turn the knob a little slowly, let that fire go. And since we're doing this skillet chocolate chip cookie on the grill here, we're gonna do indirect heat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it probably about medium heat here, because the ideal temp that I want on the grill is gonna be 375 degrees. Now that I've got those going, I'm gonna take my pecan wood chips and fill them in this little box here. If you don't happen to have one of these handy dandy boxes, what you can do is, what I've done sometimes is actually just take some foil, take some heavy duty foil, take 2 layers of it, and mold it into a box that looks like this. So another option you can do. So I'm gonna throw those wood chips in there. That looks good. And we're gonna put it on this side. And we'll close the lid, let it get to the temp that we need. And while we do that, we're gonna start making the cookie dough. So to start out, what we do is we take a stick of butter, so a 1/2 cup of butter that's softened, and put it in the bowl, but make sure to take the little bowl out. And then we're gonna take a 1/2 cup of sugar. Next, we'll take a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're gonna mix that all together here. And if you got a mixer, perfect. But if you're like me, then you'll just do it all like this. Get what I can out of this here. All right, so next we are going to take our egg, drop that in there, as well as a teaspoon of vanilla. Then back to mixing. You wanna make sure that egg and that vanilla mix all in very well with here. So now we're gonna take flour. So take a cup and 1/4 of flour here and pour that in, as well as a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we'll do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we'll mix that up. And make sure when you initially start mixing, don't start mixing fast, especially if you're using like a hand mixer or a blender at home. Don't put it on high right away, because otherwise, poof, you'll get flour everywhere. And I wish on camera you could smell, because these pecan chips smell really good right now. Just a little bit more, and now what we're gonna do is add some chocolate chips. So I love extra chocolate chips in my cookies, so I'll put a ton in there. If you could have more chocolate than dough, that's awesome. At least in my world. Now this recipe, it's a cookie dough recipe, so if you want to make small little cookies with it, great. That's what I normally do. But for this recipe, since we're cooking it out on the grill, I'm just gonna throw it into a cast iron skillet, because I think it's more fun that way to make a big old cookie. All right, so now I'm gonna grab a cast iron. Let's have a big old cookie. Let's do a 12-inch. Olive oil right here. Give it a little drizzle dizzle. So I'll just mix that around, just kind of get an even coating on the surface there, the cast iron skillet. And now next we'll dump that in. Put it all in, and we'll press it down. We don't want it to go exactly all the way to the edges, because the cookie's gonna grow and expand while it cooks. So have it just go, maybe save about 1 inch or so from the edges. And now, with our grill at temp, we're gonna go ahead, open it up. Now remember, these burners are on, so we're gonna put it over here for the indirect cooking. And with this recipe, I'm closing the lid, and we're gonna let it bake. All right, so we got the finished cookie here. So what we're gonna do now that it's rested for a little bit is we're gonna take some ice cream. I love vanilla bean on this, but choose whichever ice cream you'd like. And I like to put about 3 different scoops on there. So that, and we'll go with a 3rd. You know, feeling a little saucy today. Let's do 4. And then I like to drizzle with some chocolate syrup as well as some caramel syrup. Now, normally you may have it in a squeeze bottle, that's great, but I'm on site here, so I'm gonna just do a little drizzle dizzle. And then we'll take the caramel, we'll go in the opposite direction. Smooth that around. All right, I'm just gonna cut into a little wedge, scoop out what I can here. You steal that scoop of ice cream there. Great thing about cooking this Skillet chocolate chip cookie here on the grill with the wood chips is that those wood chips, they infuse that subtle flavor into whatever it is you're cooking, whether it be cookies or steaks or vegetables or whatever it is. That's the beauty of the wood chips there. They're very versatile and they add that subtle smoke flavor there that you may want in your food. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, this is Dan Phelps with Learn to Smoke, and keep on cooking with Cowboy. I'm gonna take a bite.